can see a case of what 33 billion is still under trial, right? So we can't say for real, but he's still an accused person.
He is. Again, this begs the question: if we had somebody who is having a case up to this tune of money, now this was at that time. That money now, if you look at the current value now, for you understand. And now we are having the same scenario. You know, we've always talked about selective justice in this country. We're having the likes of the former the Minister of Justice. I'm talking about Abubakar Malami, you know, and El-Rufai still having their own cases, you know, still going to the courts back to back, going to the courts now and then. We had Malami's all his most of his properties being confiscated. Even he got to an extent that he was in one of his houses in Abuja, and the EFCC went there, you know, to chase him out of the house and put a ban on the house. So you can see now looking at this and now saying, juxtaposing this with what is happening, we have the likes of Umar, the White Lion of Kogi, Yaya Bello, who is being shielded by his governor Ododo. Is it because he's still in the APC? Nothing is being done about it. Now we have Salim Maman, who the court just convicted. And I bet you, Mr. Paya, he is going for that race. Nothing is going to stop him.
Nothing is going to stop him. Can't you see Uzo Kalu? So, don't you see Jolie Yami? Then so it's just unfortunate that you know, we are finding ourselves in this situation, and those who are actually supporting. And yesterday I was telling you something that you should be careful when you see yourself in a position of authority. Be careful some of these decisions you take, because they might turn to, you know, be against you tomorrow. Okay, look at what is happening in the National Assembly today. One and only Adam Oshomole is crying foul because of you know, the standing rule that they are now introducing, that will bar or deny a first timer to vie for any principal position. And look at the way they are fighting themselves. Can you imagine you know, Adam Shomole as Senate President, who hailed from the same you know, geopolitical zone and of all of APC, and these are chieftains of APC. They are all critical stakeholders of the party, but you know, look at how they come to wash their dirty laundry outside. It's so unfortunate, and this is as a result of, you know, injustice. We talk about injustice, and you know, the last time I was telling you, you know, I love the way former Minister of Communication, Professor Ali Issa Pantami, was talking about injustice, that injustice is the root cause of all the evils you can think of. All the misgovernance you can think of is a byproduct of injustice. So by the time you address the issue of injustice, you're going to have everything seamless. And you can see Adam Oshomole is probably nonsing, you know, being part of the principal officers in the next assembly, the 11th assembly. So, and they have the opportunity now to legislate, to make a good legislation that will not only be, you know, fair to them, but for all Nigerians. But they are not about doing that. They are being selfish. So how are you sure that tomorrow you are going to be there if you are not there and you legislate on a selfish ground, and the persons you never expected happen to clinch that position, and they begin to, you know, dish out some laws that, you know, will be detrimental to you and your own whatever you have put on ground. So it's good that you be good. I don't know, you can play what Adam Oshomole is saying, you know, not being happy with the scenario in the house.
All right, let's have that.
Now let me say why this thing has serious moral crashes. The Senate President became minority leader on his first day in office. On his first day, when they swore in, on his first term, when he got into the Senate, I think it the ninth or 8th Senate, right? He became a principal officer, minority leader. He's not the one presiding and asking us to change those rules such that even somebody who had done one term, particularly if you came through the court, you can't even be. Number two, As we speak today, the Senate president has not done 8 years in office. Even if you count the previous one plus the current one, it's not yet up to 8 years. So if we pass the rules that you must do 8 consecutive years before you can be Senate president, it means he has to lead by example by vacating, because he's presiding without acquiring the appropriate qualification. But more offensive to me is that as leaders who are product of ballot, we mustn't make laws to perpetrate anyone. David Mark, Senator David Mark, had the honor and privilege of serving as Senate president for 8 years, not by playing with the rules. Those rules that enabled David Mark to preside for 8 years, what is wrong with them? Those rules that enabled this Senate president to contest for Senate presidency, what is wrong with them? Why changing it now? Because you think that next time, because last time, this rule of what term ranking, that's what you require. And it turned out to be the only one from the South, where it was zone 2. So now if you hear that more senators will be eligible, which will broaden the competition base, and now he wants to shock it. If other people are afraid, I'm not afraid. I am only afraid of my creator. Because I've seen whether you tell the lie, you tell the truth, the date of death, you can't adjust it either forward or backward.
Food for thought for the APC from the APC man. You understand? So, you know, this goes to say that APC must allow other political parties to live as well. They say live and let them live. He is now talking about justice. You understand? Talking about having opportunity. Don't misuse opportunity. Don't do it for your own personal aggrandizement. And this is what we are seeing. And the more reason why you see many opposition party has been balkanized today in this country. They are coming, they will destroy them, they will scatter, send people to scatter them. And you want, the only person you want to be in the ballot. Now he is saying that Senate President is scared because when they zone the presidency of the Senate to South, he was the only credible, strong person there. Now he's scared. Al-Moshomla have come in, and Hope Izodunwa likely going to contest, and probably they might be looking at what zone. You understand? Either South or Southeast. All these people, by the time they come in, they will equally want to join the rest. And that is why they are making laws. Now he is making the standing law according to Adam Oshomole. Now, if you want to dissect what he's saying, the Senate President is making law that will favor him, not even minding the assembly, not minding the Nigerians who actually gave him the mandate to go and legislate for them. So you can now see how we are doing it, and that is why sometimes in life you have to be very careful. When you point and accusing fingers on somebody, the other fingers point back at you. So that is what is happening to Adam Oshomole and the APC. So they must learn lesson from what is happening to them, so that the justice they want to be meted to them should, reciprocate the same gesture to, the political scenario in the country, so that opposition party could have, the chance to favorably compete in this forthcoming general election.
All right. When I saw when the video first, the one in the chamber first came out, we were discussing, and I'm also an advocate of having seasoned, lawmakers being in the principal offices, because lawmaking can be a career. Lawmakers can be a career politicians. From what we've seen in other, even Senate climbs in England, USA, we have career politicians who are lawmakers. Now, the more you stay in the house, the more experience you get, the more you know about the law and the constitution and everything. The more you know about policy and all this. The more seasoned you become. So it's very imperative that how would we leave the seasoned lawmakers? And it's just like you saying you are leaving SS3, you are leaving the whole of SS3, you are not getting your head boy from SS3. You are now coming to GS3 to get your head boy from there. But again, Mr. Apaya, I think Adam Oshomole crying foul and all these brouhaha, they are all misplaced priorities, if you ask me. Because we have more pressing issues at hand than this one. The issue of insecurity that is bedeviling the whole almost every part of Nigeria is having one form of insecurity or the other. It is just the nomenclature that is different. In the north, we have the banditry, the Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the likes. In the east, we have the unknown gunmen doing their own. In the west too, we have some people too doing their own. Then every location have its own peculiar problem. We are not seeing our lawmakers going to debate the actual problem that is actually affecting the day-to-day life of their people. Instead, we are seeing issues like this that, if you ask me, this is them just fighting for their own self. It is not for the betterment of the people. It is not the betterment of his constituency. No, it is for his own selfish, I am sorry to say, for his own selfish reasons. That is why they are mostly doing what they are doing. And we need to do better. We need to move away from this politics of, getting what I want. I've always said that in it is not about Mezen Samu Bani. No, it is about what your people, Mezamu Samu. It is about Mezamu Samu, what the old people will get collectively.
And if you look at it from the first place, even from the formation of the leadership of the 10th Assembly, with all due respect, selfishness and of just cripple in. You are talking about lawmaking could said to be a seasoned, a career thing. Okay, just look at it. This situation, how would it look like when you have the like of Indume, a Senate president? His party, that's why the fact they said is because he didn't get the position. Look at how he has been so outspoken. You understand? Trying to dissect issue, trying to balance issue, trying to speak truth to power, despite the fact that it's his own party and the president has been his own person that he actually worked for. Even the Senate president is one of the campaign coordinators. In fact, I think the campaign coordinator that actually campaigned for Senate President David is very good luck, Godswill Akpabio. And today you can see how he has actually been coming to speak truth to power, because he knows that representing his people is very paramount in that house, and you must legislate based on what will be favorable to his people and to the Nigerians. So if you have a person who actually have the experience, unless of course you want to be unpatriotic and you want to be selfish, but getting the experience will help you on how to go about bringing a very, very favorable and palatable legislation for the country. It's so unfortunate. And yesterday we equally cite an instance with what happened in Niger State Assembly when the first timer is coming to be crowned as the Speaker of the House, as if there are no other people. So you need sometimes some of those arrangements we make, they are made on the personal ground. They are not geared towards solving problems that are on ground. You say you have a standing rule, but because of interest, you just went ahead and turn it upside down or shift the goal pole to somebody you anointed candidate so that it will favor him. Tomorrow again, you still change the standing rule again and shift the goal pole to somebody you want to be next, chief of the house or chairman of the house, which is very, very unfortunate.
It is. It is very, very unfortunate. So away from that, let's go to some more story. As that particular rule, after the whole brouhaha, Senators scrapped the ranking rule as they reopen 2027 presidency contest. It says the Senate makes U-turn on 8-year eligibility for presidency contest, as the Senate has made a U-turn on its Tuesday's decision, as it has rescinded a controversial amendment that barred first-time senators from contesting presiding offices, reopening the 2027 race for Senate President and Deputy Senate President. I think the Senate has bowed to pressure.
Yes,
from
they did after that outburst
from Adams Oshiomhole.
And they knew Adam Oshiomhole is a deadly fighter. Once he put an issue before him, he will definitely see to its a conclusion. So if I thought you will put this same spirit in addressing national issues, exactly, it will be glorious for not only him, but for Nigerians, because what they are doing there is not for themselves, it's for Nigerians. Nigerians gave them the mandate to go there and represent them. Government is run on delegation, it's run on representation. All of us, no matter how good we are, we can't all be in the National Assembly to say we want to legislate for the country. We must definitely have somebody to represent us. So you should know that there is issue of trust. Whatsoever you are doing there, you are doing it based on trust and based on oath. You have taken an oath that this thing that is entrusted in your hand, you are going to be fair and patriotic in doing whatsoever you're going to do. But look at what they are doing. Adam Oshomole, I want to tell you that some of the national issues that are so pressing, issue of power, issue of insecurity, when even some lawmakers are calling that why don't we shut down the National Assembly until the issue of insecurity is being properly addressed. There is no point coming here and be debating when our people are being killed in Niger, in Kwara, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Kebbi, in Maiduguri, and other places in the country. Why should we always stay here as if nothing is happening in the country? So look at the spirit they put. Within less than 24 hours, the decision has been rescinded. You understand?
Yes.
But why don't you put same, energy and spirit to make sure that at least even security, let's put the government on toe to address the issue of insecurity so that people can return to farm. People have turned to beggars now. In their own homes, they have turned to beggars. So because they cannot go to farm, you understand? Again, the issue of the hardship of life today, even if government decided not to give meaningful intervention, but if people can have source of getting food by themselves, relatively will move forward.
Exactly.
But they are not doing that.
That was why when the First Lady came to Bida to flag off the 2026 farming season, it was a beautiful initiative, perfect initiative. But again, can the people actually go to their farms? Now, yesterday I was seeing that news, the amount of money that Boko Haram, ISIS have generated along the Borno Lake Chad region is more than what the Borno state government has generated as its own IGR just from collecting tax from farmers and fishermen. For you to know the extent of the calamity that we are currently going through in this country. So tell me now, somebody who they put so much tax on his farm, before you farm, you pay a tax. Once you are trying to harvest, you pay another tax again. Do you understand? And if you don't pay, you might be killed. That is in some location. In other locations, they don't want to even see you on the farm, and they don't want to even see you in the community because of whatever it is they are getting from that particular community. You understand? So for how long will this go on? And you are telling me to go back to farm. You are giving me tractors. You are giving me fertilizers. But am I safe going to the farm? This is the questions, and we need to first tackle this issue of insecurity. First of all, if we don't tackle this issue of insecurity, you can't tell people to go back to the farm, no matter the amount of input that you are bringing in.
Okay, look at it now. How would it look like now? If the 19 northern states you are having, with each state having about three senators, if they all come together, you understand, have a convocation, come together and say, okay, what is bedeviling the north now today primarily is insecurity. So we are all collapsing on one table, on one page, to discuss one issue that is disturbing every other member state here. So we must address this issue. Now, okay, said National Assembly, we are only debating on how to get the northern part of the country secured, and we must put the executive on check. You must address, put their number,
exactly
3 plus 19. Number of this senator in the north, all of them, before you know it, security issue will be addressed. But everybody, this one will come with his own, and that will come with his own, this one will come with his own. Where are we going? Where is that spirit of patriotism?
Exactly. And say Baba carry some distance and this morning. To say Baba. Baba Abuja ye na we Baba Abuja ye na Abuja to get water na Baba. Say Baba iru amana ruwaja Baba amana ruwaja Baba amana ruwaja Baba amana ruwaja to Baba amana ruwaja
mu ya kasa
Allah ya ba mu ruwa Allah ya ba mu ruwa Baba
ko zama tsami
Allah ya kawo
kai wanka yanzu
ai wanka mana
Baba
amma wallahi baka shafa mai ba zan saya maka turare dan goma ko binta Sudan
gaba da
to
baba gita su ga da gawa ne ba
akwai bambanci ne
dan goma so goma zan ga shafa shi kenan ko
ba falle dai bane
ta har da ruwan ma
ruwa ma ba falle dai bane
gaskiya ne su dake kawo once in a while ake kawo shi
wani ruwa
once in a while
wani ruwa
wani while
wani ruwa
wani while
wani ruwa
haka ta tawo naka ba wa tabot wani abu abin da aka ba su sai su sake in ya kawo kuma sai su koma su zauna sai duk lokacin aka
amma
waye
ka
su
san
kuma
kai matsala ne
to sai lokacin aka waye su kuma
ka san wani abu
wallahi
ga
baba
aiki nan
wallahi kai
amma
matsala
ba ka
ne.
aiki
babban matsala baba
wallahi babban matsala
babban
ne
matsala ne Allah
ka san wani abu
Eh,
ba the worst behavioral pattern is illusional self-deception
illusion
illusional self-deception
hell
kuma is akin to 419
again
false imagination kenan
ba false imagination bane illusional baka san ma'ana illusion
ka
ba
san mana illusion
then illusional self-deception pretending all is well when you definitely know that things are not
well.
things are not well and you are not even your own effort. How do I escape from this incapacity or inability or incongruency?
to
So you now developed an illusional self-deception that is okay. And if you are taking one bottle of beer, you take 4. To dissect yourself from this responsibility. You are now trying to split your personality from the other part of you that is saintly is now trying to run away from the other part which is a devilish. Because in every human being there are left and right. There is a devil, there is a human. So when the devil overtake the human behavioral attitude, baka gane ba, within you there are a tendency of criminality. So when that tendency overtake your sincerity of purpose, you now begin to try to avoid that responsibility by blaming others, knowing fully well it's you. You sat on the responsibility of diverting instead of divesting the responsibility to others. You insist you are the sole administrator, Omega,
Alpha.
Alpha. Kaci kai kadai za a yi zaka kai zawo kai kadai za ka je campaign kai kadai za a jefe ka kai kadai za a fasa ma kai kadai kai ma kuma da za ka je coverage dole ka nemi helmet da google da kuma tear gas mask za a siyo maka wannan duka daga China don ka zama prepared for all eventuality
Ada bulletproof
ammo
yaƙi ne abin to
ba yaki ba
ka je mana in ka wani dan takara sai ka kwashi kashin ka hannu
to ni yana dan jarida mutum ya san ni dai ba ci da ni ba
how many journalists were killed in Gaza? Over 200. A Lebanon yanzu ba the first job of Israel Jews is to kill the messenger so that the message will not go out.
Bam, aka baba.
So if I go to cover,
that's why Jews are perpetually criminals. Because all their lives is based on criminality and murder. And then they cry, so victim. They will start a war and eventually turn around to be victim. Now they say they are the victim of Iranian attack. Who started the attack? Now Trump say I will open it by force. Then they begin to bombard the Russian warships. So you are busy Oshimole, the rules of our engagement. Senators should talk about banditry. They should talk about their constituency. How many senators have run away from their constituency? Saboda zabiya zo ba some senators
ana ganin su
ba sun gudu ba
amma an ce wasu sun je sai da za su yi aure suka dawo
ana karban katin ana karban form yanzu ga suna zuwa mutane nan a taya su
cika form
kuma
kowane ciko na ake biya
a cika musu kuma baya saboda
in ka cika form na za a baka
to I spend on arrangement naka da
ribiya ne
da mabiyan ka
dubu da
in za a je kuma ka san aka yin selecting numbers ne
in ka karbi form za ka cika
waɗanda za su maka endorsement nawa kake biya.
To.
I'm asking you.
To.
Don't naga our own candidate for Zombi, Senator, only one senator, 313. Don shi kawai na sani. President ya kawo mishi form na shi presidential candidate 313 mishi endorsing.
Bam.
To.
If the 313 will endorse the form of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
and you will not be on the ballot.
Who is not on the ballot?
To wataƙila.
Who will not be on the ballot?
Na kwace ba da ƙarfi da yaji.
Kasan tsunami? Kasan earthquake?
Na sani.
Within the worst earthquake that you ever written in the history. Is it the earthquake of Rome? Or is it the earthquake that happened in California? Go when they faru a Pakistan. Go when they faru a Turkey. Kasan a baya wani lokaci sai in kalle ka ce ba na jin warin giya amma a buge kake ko kana wani kana shaƙe kana da shaƙe ne
to ban tabbata
ji kana da shaƙe
ba da daman tabbata maka ba giya bane.
The strongest earthquake ever recorded in the world was the 1960 Valdivia earthquake in Chile. Magnitude 9.5.
And how many people die?
More than 1,600 people were killed.
They not die, they not plenty.
1,600.
Look at the one that happened in Pakistan, and that one that happened even here in Morocco, and happened that one that happened in Turkey. And do comparative analysis of the people, the highest number of people casualty in a particular earthquake. You didn't search for that one. Okay. Look at you.
But looking for the magnitude.
Apart from magnitude of Richter scale, search for the how many people don't quench. You. Mukoma kanka.
Ina son tabbatar maka cewa ba giya nake sha ba.
Ka sha giya ba.
Ba sha giya ba. Ka je ka duba yanzu ga
ba ka da shake.
Babu. Zan kuma tabbatar maka yanzu nan.
Baka molda komai ka zuba ba
ko daya
baka sha tramol ba
babu
baka sha jigarau ba
ko daya
baka sha rungumi zaki ba baka sha sanari ba
babu
to sai baba
tabbatar maka as it is now a committee has been set
consensus
by the Niger State APC
consensus
to have a consensus between Senator Sani Musa
kana ji ko ka taba samu consensus tsakanin zaki da akuya ko ka tsakanin kura akuwa zai daidaita kura da akuya
wannan shi ne muke cewa asymmetric politicking,
which is okay wait na farko na da classmate we graduated in 1978 Mala Adamu Kuta, former permanent secretary, federal minister of federal government. I think his last minister was aviation. I'm not sure. Ichi, as a member. Inda gwamnati ke cewa ba za a yi da tsofaffi ba Adamu kai da kake over 70 like me waye ja ka cikin wannan rudu sai ce comrade ai an ja ni ciki amma ni ma to ai is national assignment nace ho a to daji yayi zafi bauna ya tsinke an ji mishi gari ya lalace ana neman dattijawa su gyara ko to amma kada ya irin na Gombe
gaskiya
don consensus in za idan kura ya fito kare in zai gudu gara ya gudu tun gari ya waye tun da wuri in bi zai janye tun da wuri tun gari gama wayewa ba da wallahi gari ya waye kura nan kowa ba za shi koyi ka san gari na wayewa kura ya ki tafiya lokacin da muke yara sai gari ya waye kura ya zo zai shiga yadda ake ajiye rago kuma gari ya waye shi ki tafiya a ce ga kura kowa a cikin garin kowa zai dauki sanda masu dutse masu jifa sai ga kura na ha amma jifa in yi jifa sai ga ya kama hanyar dashi
ma ya gaya mashi
makundunu da bai tsari ba hura gi ubi so makundunu da bai tsari ba hura gi ubi so bibibi walawo walo wajiwo wodewo to zanna malawa beno unde wo
sai baba
aya salary re kabilu gwadi salary ya mare ba
hato is on the way
la lakum tazakkaru daga furla lana
sai baba
that's why I'm saying this thing, because already officially the APC Niger State have actually dish out this arrangement.
I'm telling you, I saw the letter, and you are telling me officially Niger State APC Kiniko.
I just want to build on that.
I've told you, I've seen it, and I've even contacted one of the person that I know was in committee. But what I'm saying, do you need this committee?
Consensus doesn't have to do with anything committee. Bar committee or consensus.
What are you consensus?
Consensus is between the aspirants to have mutual understanding. Idan kasancewa
excuse me, amma idan ka kawo ka ne kawai ka zo ka mare ni fa.
Ato sai in ka mare ni sai ka za ka gani in na
hanya biyu ne. Za ka iya mari na rashin kunya, kuma kyale ka da halinka, amma yana da consequences. In yaro ya mari babba, yaro ma ya shirya for consequences. 3 many consequences. Na baka labarin kaina za ka yi mamaki. I don't want to say it, but you are forcing me to say it. Akwai wani permanent secretary lokacin muna government house, ga office dina ga na PAMSEC. I'm Director General Communications for Niger State Government, but it's a joblessness far, because I'm not communicating anything. In an gaji da kai sai ka zama DG Communications. In ka ga dama ka zo office. In ka ga dama ka zo office.
At the end of the month.
Sai da kudin ka daina tafiya. Ga office dina ga PAMSEC Government House. Sai da jana samu PAMSEC. PAMSEC ka bani lokaci kuma na goyon mai. Bani mai mana. Ya ce shi ya riga handing over to his deputy director admin. Director admin kuma dan garin mu ne, amma mutane shi kagara axis dan wan lebo lafiya ne wanda ke government house da na san shi ya retire yana F layout. Kafin ji magana ba sai na ji wani mari daga sama ba. Kai a faya
hadari kenan
mari.
Mutumin nan ya dube ni ya mare ni, na ce alhamdulillah. Na kalle shi, abu biyu ne ya zo zuciya na, kuma gashi nan kato, ka sa akwai kartan nan samuda ba samude ne kato, hannun shi kamar na hannun kamar
basketball.
Kai basketball din me, ka san abin da ke kira epa lokacin da ake daddaman gida, epa ana kiran shi epa.
Masu kwabawa.
Kai ba za ka san kai yarbawa ba ku da culture.
Kaji baba.
You live in the forest.
Baba wai
kuna da gidan sama.
Muna da culture.
Sai da turawa suka zo kuka samu culture.
Muna da culture.
Kuna da culture to some large extent. You have iron work. You have worked irons. You are weaving. You work the iron. That's why, because you weave. That's why you have tie and dye. Indigo. That is culture.
Yes.
Culture of iron, culture of indigo. Because without iron, you cannot farm.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. You become gatherers. You can be sedentarized. You can form cities. And without iron, you can defend yourself by making sword, by making spears and arrows. But when it comes to culture of like building, your buildings are limited to your environment. We are talking of ethnography, and I'm a specialized ethnographist.
Okay. Say baba. Say baba.
So let's back to my story. Mutumin ka sai mare ni ba, na dube shi. Na ce zan Georgian Police Commissioner for assault. Aka yi ta bani hakuri. Na ce to, gwamnan da kake wa personal service, kaso wadanda suke gindin gwamna, suke bashi ruwan sha. Suna jin maganganun da gwamna ke yi. Na ce body language, wato gwamna ya ce ka zo ka kure, ya ce ka zo ka mare ni. Sai na gawa SSG Allah ji kanshi. Awesu. Zan mare ka fa. SSG
Okay,
Arena mutumin Allah ji kan shi
duka SSG ne
sai na je na samu Arena sai na abinda za ku biya ni da shi kenan to ka gaya wa gwamnanka na gode Shaibu Badigi ya gode to ka san wani abu a baya never ever assault anybody on no condition should you ever raise your hand ka san dalili you don't know who you are dealing with ka ga wani almajiri a gefe wani nonon titi don't look at his tattered dress and insult him. You don't know who he is in spiritual level. Kai aka bani hakuri ya hakuri nace na hakura kuma har yau na yafe mishi amma ba zan manta ba shi wanda ya wannan abu ya mutu ai.
I've only forgiven what you have not.
Ka san wanda ya faru sai kai matan shi asibiti haihuwa lokacin ka san inda emergency yake da wanda hospital admin office din shi yake ka san opposite eye center ka san ko wani small gutter very small bai kai 3-4 inches ba shi kuma tun da yake kato ne gaja ya fito ba sai sa kafa nan ba wallahi mutum ne buga kai a kasa kai sai tarwatsa kaman pumpkin kaman watermelon. I'm not saying because he slapped me, but there is a law of karma. Be careful. This is physical analogy. I'm not talking of bringing non-entity to face 313. It's amount to insult. Yes.
Irekila jambe kunshi baba.
Okay. Wato. Okay. All right. A to kasa ko a gidan giya akwai babba?
Akwai senior.
An taba gari ba gago.
Na baiwa.
So a to saboda an ce demokradiyya shikenan even in America there are people that you know that kamar su Giuliani, mayor of New York City, who declared himself bankrupt because he defended Trump to the last kobo he has. He's an Italian, but American Italian. A mafioso. He was mayor of New York City. Yanzu sai kamar ni sai jan yanki fom cewa ana son shugaban kasa na haukace ne. Of all people 313 da ya zo yanzu ya zaga ko'ina project da ya yi a kowane local government tun da aikin senate a waye shi kuma yana karban fak ne. He was able to push.
Wait, Babu, how did he manage to do that?
Influence.
What the people of B would
he
want
go to the president and say, this is what my people want and I will not support you. The president Yabi Shikafi a future candidate.
Of course.
So he now said, I voted for you, I stood for you, this is what my people want. It's not this contract that I want for myself. If you think I'll come and beg something from you,
you are deceiving yourself. Illusional
self-deception. Ka kwana a zaune ba za ka gani ba har barci ya dauke ka sana barcin zaune kana jira Shaibu zai zo ai zai zo nan
suru ka ji baba
wallahi ko na mutu kakka zo janaiza.
But Baba, my only concern with this illusionment that this person has found himself, let me tell you one of the greatest things that it pains me most. I'm saying my mind this time around.
Why pain you?
What is paining me? If he knew that he's going to contest for senator, why did he allow Niger State to lose that position by safety?
But do you know,
you have to be open.
But do you know one thing?
6 months after.
Do you know one thing? You too, you have dementia. You are suffering from mental trajectory of confusion. The parallelogram of your brain is inconsistent.
Get me out of the air.
Because there is a left lobe, there is right lobe, and there is this oblongata, and they all communicate. Your right lobe is not communicating with your left lobe, and that's why you have dementia, and that's why you have autistic tendency in manifestation of your behavioral perspective.
Say Baba.
Biology, you know.
Say Baba.
Somebody who is a lawyer has no business with biomedical products
Biosafety.
management, biosafety. Do you know the meaning of biosafety?
We're talking about
Advanced sciences, see.
Yes.
The hospital waste, medical waste, nuclear waste, and then when we say medical waste,
Radioactive waste.
fertilizer waste, excess fertilizer in the ground. You are going to be measuring the pH level. Then you go to all the stores of federal medical stores, and then you go to all the hospitals, the syringes, the used hospital processes, products,
all the equipment,
discarded equipment, discarded gloves, discarded blood bags, everything, scalpel, everything that have been used in the hospital that are discarded, surgical blades, everything. If you go to some places, some clinics, even aborted fetuses, you see them dumped.
True that, Baba. True that.
If I tell you what I know, you'll be scared to step out of this place. When Baba
no paint the picture.
So somebody who took that job and is not qualified for that job, probably they told him that, oh God, this job is not yours. And then who get that job for him in the first place? That he knows that it's not a job of a barista, but a medical scientist. Don't you see the person that replaced him?
Fatima Suleiman Zuntu.
What is the qualification?
Dr. Fatima Suleiman Zuntu.
And that's why I say there is an inconsistency in your thinking process.
From the right lobe.
Okay, that is one aspect, Baba. Politics is a survival of the fittest.
Darwin.
Yo. Kowa yana son me zan samu ma mutane na.
Wanda yawanci me zai grabbing for myself and my family. Ka kawo magana amma abinda 313 yayi wa al'umman gwari da wadanda suke zaune a kasan gwari har da mu ma nan because we are in Gwari land.
And we really appreciate it because
amma haba dan tsaki ya ce zai tsaya abin nan shaho ya zo ga dan tsaki har ma a ce ana committee wato Tyson ne fa Mike Tyson ka zo da ko Spinks ko any of these low retired fighters it is okay the first Muhammad Ali versus the first world heavyweight. What is the first world heavyweight? No, Muhammad Ali. He faced that brutal fighter. The name escaped me. The first heavyweight Nashi that Muhammad Ali against the British black heavyweight fighter. Rene at that Brown Bomba Bani. Bakuma Patterson Bani. Duvamangi. Brown Bomba Bani. Patterson Bani.
Sonny
Liston. God bless your soul.
Amen, Baba.
Look, how did Muhammad? Are you saying BBB is Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston? What do you call him? 313? Or are you going to say Tyson versus any of those that faced him, even Brunel? On around now can defeat Brunel.
Around the 7th round.
Brunel.
Yes.
Okay. Around the Tyson, you're taking out Spinks. Leo Spink. Leo Spinks.
Don't you think, looking at the ambience, they've now seen the body language, and in order not to make BBB appear to have been taken out of the context, let them constitute a committee.
Mai gida idan iska ya taso ya taso shekaran jiya a nan sama dai ko ni dai ba zan bar nan ɗakin gwangwani nan ba anything that fall from this tower speed da iska zai kara mishi in karfe ne in yi shige ka ya go in moto dangote ya ɗauko sumuntin shi kasan junction na Nyanya, I mean the junction na Mararaba, na ba na Nyanya ba, na Gwagwalada, that's junction zuwa
airport.
Giri, kasan Giri junction.
Kasan Giri junction, yes.
Akwai mobile police mara kunya da ke tsayawa. Sai ga na 11 ya rolo din shi. Yana zuwa mutumin ne je tsaya haka hanya. Da 11 kuma ya yi lodi sosai direba ya taka ya ji wayan ya taka ya ji wayan ko irin ya ja wala sai bi shi shi yasa konta ina see this your road worker road traffic people ya je ya ta ne wallahi you are a dead body waiting to be shrouded ce ne kake nufi ne ka tsaya mutane nawa number 1 drivers do they go for eye test
wallahi ba mutane ba su gani.
Number 2, hydraulics can fail.
That's just basic thing. Hydraulic can fail.
And that's why most of the time you fly by wire. A lot of aircraft fly by wire.
Yes, not hydraulics.
Not hydraulics. But even that fly by wire, you are drawing a part for hydraulic to function. Come on, brick, ne? Do you know you can tapping brick with a computer order to say break by tapping the cord. Actuators will actuate and it will take action.
Definitely.
Baka gane ba. So when you see road safety people, you carry your hand, do like somebody who is stopping a storm, stand on the center of the road. You are a dead body. You
are gone.
Because after all, they will say manslaughter. They will not say murder.
Manslaughter.
And probably they say, okay, as a first timer, go and pay a fine of 200,000. Okay, yes.
Baba to break in Eiffel pa.
You ain't to break Eiffel in is that? Do you see road vehicles testing vehicle brakes? I don't know, ask you for fire extinguisher, particulars, particulars. And when you put hand and put something on the ground, they say she cannot go on. Don't you look at our shelter clay, there is a permanent committee, collection palm, tax collector, road toll collector. Na gajiya wani gwari ya hau machine in ka ga inda police ke disgracing kanshi kai wanda he could not collect 20 naira ya je karye danja ya karye shi ya sa shi a juhu na kalle shi ne you are a disgrace to your uniform this who know about this sai duba ne ce zan ga disu sai fara rufe su na ce na dauki photon ka ko I'm sending it to disu you are disgracing the police. Ina ruwan ga motoci nan wanda suke overload irin na Kano nan ka san Kano irin Kano na
su sharon
na
kaya kwaso wayannan
wannan motan ya dauki kayan moto 4 ba wanda ya tsaye da shi da yazo wajen masu kaje Allah ka zo lafiya nace customer ya dawo lafiya
gasi hanya ko gasi hanya
nace to idan mutum zai ce wannan kayan duka a cire shi a inspecting duk komai ya kare is he picking ammunition? Is he taking AK-47 rifles? In assumption. Or do you have scanners? That you can scan all these. Just go through the machine. Put the scanners on the road. You don't need to offload. Any machine that go through the scanners.
To pick it to the X-ray unit.
X-ray the whole thing. And then anything that have shape of a rifle, you see it.
So, Baba.
Kagane. To back to your dementia.
The consensus.
Of consensus that virtually by consensus by hallucination and also identifying old supporters, abandoned ex-permanent secretaries that have been abandoned by this regime that purported to only work for youth, the regime of the youth without experience, the youth without exposure. The youth without that had solid background. Who will advise who? Go on ta kama abin da zai samu.
Kawai ba.
An taro kamar da Shata yake cewa ana biki an sarki da zanyi la'asar an taro. Ko karuwai sun taro ana ta karta. Kowa na ta tunani abin da zai samu. Kasi irin gwamnati na youth kowa na tunani me zan samu me zan kama zan yi aure zan sayi gida zan sayi mota zan yi gezna
zan impress zan buga mutane su
so therefore gwamna ba zai iya ce mishi a ga wannan is wrong ba. Gwamna ne fake magana, gwamna ya zama wani demigod, team god, all kowa ana tafiya bata duka. Because it's opportunism based on what you can be able to perpetuate. Ba shi yasa kaga Senate president yana so ya make law ba. Shimole kuma ya ce oga no be only you dey here, we too smart, we too are street boys.
Between the either position.
Who cook that craze give you chop? So for you to bring one old retired palm sake to say you are making a consensus. What consensus? Ajay primary. Look, there is no consensus. Ama in Kofa Lagone, as you have earlier said, Alhamdulillah. But say anga maka. Fadan da yafi karfin ka sai an gaya maka.
Fada da aljani ayi.
Yeah, and you are in the first place. Kache Buhari. Buhari is in federal capital. We know your late father was with us here, and he was even a house committee. He was he was a permanent secretary, and he became general manager housing authority here. Look at Chinkuri, Abokin Kuri, and no, look at Alaja Wal Ibrahim, Sarkin Suleja, Buhari. So why don't you go to Buhari and pick a form for federal capital?
But like I said, if you ask me, the way I see the thing, you know, probably if you go to contest, there's going to be a lot of upset, and probably that, you should know now, you know. So in order to avoid that shame, you know, it's all depending on why you you understand?
Okay. When they Goliath, Taluta.
You say
you understand? Kassan story of Goliath.
Taluta, the Jaluta.
David and Goliath.
So now, who is the David here? Is BBB the David?
True.
Does he have characteristics of the David? Does he have divine inspiration? This is materialism. Politics of materialism. Leadership based on capacity to see what are the problems of the people within a specific area. You need hospital, let me put it. You need this, let me put that. You need a road, let me do this. You need water. You saw you saw the road he was constructing. That road supposed to, from after Pony is on your right hand, and then as you are going towards Lapai, you take left hand.
Yes.
So that road leads you to Old
Gau. Yes. That's what the local
state government contemplate that those communities exist.
One beautiful thing about that,
I'm asking you,
that linking bridge.
But the bridge is solid. Two box culvert, but extended enlarged box culvert of 2 columns by single column.
But we don't even need to drag this issue.
Why I'm taking listen. Kassan mutunze bugu ama beshagi aba. Hallucination mana. Ga reality. Amma saboda rashin kunya da lalacewa na rashin biyayya ga na gaba. Hypocrisy da siyasa democracy kuma sai ka to ga kura nan je ka sa hannu a bakin shi competition. Okay, what I will ask you, Apaya, put your hand in my mouth. Wallahi in na cije ka wallahi Apaya ka sa hannu a bakina idan na cije ka wallahi sai dai ka je ka sa hannu roba.
Ai in dai a ci ana competition ni cizo ne I'm a venture into it zan yi amma ba competition cizo ba dai
ai cizo ne wannan you remember in Ibadan, somebody who wants to play what this Bible story of jumping into the den of a lion. Can you remember in Ibadan?
I remember that video, Baba.
Lion not chopper.
Lion chopper. I remember that video, Baba.
Chin don't know. Apaya had the kaza. Dambe had the Amakuturu ya dambe. don hannun shi ko da ma ya riga matacce ne dunku ne amma a faya inda nake zaune yanzu ka ce zaka sa min hannu a baki wannan da hakori
an ana gasan cizo
ana gasan cizo sa kai ka duba ba nan wani yazo yana listin abinda aka yi musu a kasan kuta ba
in ka ganin mun yawa sai hankalin ka tashi ai
so wanda ba shi da fak ba shi da kudin local government da zai wawure ya ce shi kawai shi ya sa chairman yi wannan aiki wato idan aka ce je ka tare wannan kuran sai ka je ka tare kura wato Dangote yayi wolodi yana zuwa amma kai tun da yake VIO da aka baka saboda talauci da yake binka sai ka je ka tsaya ka ce Dangote ni ne VIO
to ina kan aiki na ne ai
okay Allah ya baka sa'a Allah ya sa kuma hydraulic kai failing Allah ya sa hydraulic kai failing
to zai kare shi
to Allah ya sa hydraulic kai failing Allah ya sa hydraulic kai failing
to wannan kuma ta hauni akan aiki na
akan aikin ka ne
gwamnati ta compensate family.
Your family will be abandoned because ko ka retire you don't have pension. Stupid man.
Dying.
You die for nothing. Cockroach dead.
On the line of duty.
Go away.
They will abandon my family.
You abandon. You too. You are the abandoned. You are alive. Have you got your pension?
Hi.
Gratuity an baka.
Baba ina da ma issue yau zan je pension board.
Kai bari in ga maka.
Zan je da tax space ne. I have issue with pensions.
A faya. Wallahi ina son ciji hancinka. Ina son ciji hancinka.
Bari in je pension board.
A tsaya ba kuma tuba. Ina ciji hancinka na dauke wannan hancin naka na cije shi. Kowa ya ganka sai ja faya bai samu hancinka. Sai ka ce ai na je contest na nemo senator ne. Baba on a lighter note ba ma yanzu on a serious matter gobe 10 o'clock in the morning at Nami village or Nami city there is going to be a declaration of contest of Senator Mamman Nami to contest for the seat of senatorial South Niger senatorial zone A on the platform of one and only APC.
Yes, and the general public is hereby invited.
Tama.
So, dala, ka duba ma waka na mika samun.
Preparation. Tama su can kuma what is going to be their own mood of a primary?
We are waiting for consensus list.
Okay. So
I can say is more crowded. Gara nan ma kawai dan wani tsaki ne kawai. So ana mai kofar rago.
So he maybe have even turned his eyes away from consensus because he know it's all either he.
Ai ba wani consensus.
Shi ko kuma babu.
To wani consensus. Wadanda suka fito Peter Ndalikali na nan a serving senator. Your one and only Nami former not Nami your one and only Dima the former senator Enegi yana nan. Sa'annan kuma ga Bibi
Sani
Kutigi
sannan ga
barista Ndarani sa'annan ga Rabiu daban architect. So mutane nawa kenan biyar to ya za ka yi consensus. Ba zai bar wa wani kowa na ji da kanshi.
Kowa want to leverage on.
But in terms of exposure, in terms of experience, in terms of networking, in terms of beneficial, who is more, who from who people benefit more in this ranking of the people that are contesting for this nomination. They beat Nami when he had opportunity. They all had opportunities. What did they do with the opportunity they had?
And this is the same thing we're talking about scientific. You had the opportunity and utilize it. So abun gaskiya
So let's listen to that song from Mrs. Badigi herself.
Okay, do that for me.
This one, Mazira Banupe. So let's get that, then we'll come back to pick some calls.
An gaida jarumi majin raban nufe, majin raban nufe, sannu sannu majin raban nufe majin raban nufe ka sha ado da alkyabba mutumin mai nufe majin raban nufe kayan ado da tsafta majin raban nufe majin raban nufe tsawa da hankali kai sai majin mai nufe majin raban nufe sarauta ta yi kyau majin raban nufe majin raban nufe Allahu ne ya baka majin raban nufe majin raban nufe ka sarauta sai majin mai nufe majin raban nufe ya goya marayu majin mai nufe majin raban nufe ya ka a lafiya majin raban nufe ka a lafiya ka san mazanjiya haka ne Muhammad ya mamman da me so mai kyau da kyawun gani gaishe ka majin nufe majin nufe na gaida mai halin kirki Muhammad na mi hamshaki ai kwa ka ba su mamaki jamuje gwanin aiki Muhammad na mi mai talakawa ka iya kawo ta kwarai mai kyau da kyan fata dan kai ka cancanta lallai talakawa na son ka haka ne mun zo mu gaishe ka ka zama icen dirka ga zare ga saka mai kyan taban sallah Muhammad na mi gatan talakawa da ka lafiya raban nufe ka zama magiya mamman na bar zan mazanjiya raban nufe kai ka magiya mamman na kuma baka tumiya raban nufe mai kyau na anniya ta mu je mazanjiya raban nufe gaishe ka jarumi ka zama malami mai kyau da ilimi ga ka kuma adali ta mu je farin gwani ba ka guna muni da ka iso an sani mai kyau da kwarjini majin raban nufe ya Allah ya kara ma girma ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku be gidi ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ga nufawa suna gaishe ka ku bela sai ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ga nufawa suna murna sun samu mati na raban nufe ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai me nufe muna godiya mun samu mati na raban nufe ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai me nufe ku bela shi me nufe baka doshi ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ka ba mu raban nufe me nufe muna godiya ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ga adalin sarki kai da kai me nufe baka doshi ku bela shi majin raban nufe ku bela sai ga adalin sarki an gaida mai nufe mai halin girma Alhaji Badagi ne ya ce mini in gaishe ka an gaida mai halin girma mai son al'umma Alhaji Muhammad Shu'aibu na murna sai su Badagi ce nake waƙar raban nufe
sai baba sai baba
za ka tare kura za ka tare trailer dangote muna zuwa ne fa trailer na zuwa za ka tare bulldozer za ka tare bulldozer kasan Abraham tank amo Abraham tank ai na je waje wani general ba zan faɗi sunan shi ba January 7 1984 ai koyi sai na je gidan sai na ga wani giant Abraham tank a driveway yana kallon waje to this is my last time
of coming here
and that was my last time of going there ban ga wannan general ba kuma sai da zai sauka 1993
to
Since 1984. January 7 ban sake ganin shi ba. Sai da ya kawo last tour Niger State da zai sauka as a military person.
So Baba.
Surprise you.
All right.
General Ibrahim da masu Babangida.
Chakam. Baba, we need to take it to the
There are
forums.
people think that we go to Babangida to collect money because we are analyzing him. Must he pay somebody before we say that Abuja that he built with little chicken change is been renovated 20, 30, 40 times of the amount?
What you build in 2 years.
What you build in 2 years, somebody cannot renovate in 8 years. And
all
then
the money.
again, for information, the concrete road that Umai was saying is already anachireshi.
So,
Kaje kamar wajen gauraka za ka ga ana cire concrete road junction na there is this junction to gauraka da akwai settlement ko gauraka on the Kaduna road
ana cicire shi.
ana to it has failed.
Subhanallah. To.
Uma's baby don't die oh.
To.
All right, Baba, we need to pick some calls right away.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Yes,
0911. Exactly.
Amma pa, you are telling me a story.
You listed.
Yes, good morning, this morning.
Usman Paya, Elisha Ibadeji, Captain Doko. Sunana Malam Dace.
Kowa ya san ka.
Allah taimake ka zaki. Ka da mana da biredi 212 na dihu ho.
Ba haka ba da abin da na ji dai an ce wani dan takara Senate an sace mai fo.
Sai da kace mutum biyar na ci a biyar kuwa.
An ce an dame da shi yayi.
An da shi?
Haka ka ce.
To shikenan barka sa.
An da shi don mun ga ma ya yi submitin ba.
To shikenan barka.
An dan girgiza shi ne.
To.
Allah ya taimake ka.
Amin ya rabi.
Zuwa baya ka san na sha gaya maka wannan gidan al'umma ne.
Naka ne ma.
Yawa namu ne gaba daya. Amma ba mu so mu je ana taking side.
Adi na taking side.
Mu masoyan didi.
Ni na yi taking side akai bari in ga maka. Ndace kikini.
Na jika.
I've known 313 for over 30 to 40 years. Na yi saurara. Kuma shi BBB naku wan shi da shi na harka da baban shi na harka. Wanda yake GM Housing Corporation ya bani da aiki ya bani ma gida.
Kaga danka ne ma.
Kana ji ko hold on 1983. Ya bani gida. Tungan na gidajen tungan da ne leka gidan na kai mutum ya zauna nan za a buge shi. Ne abandon na samu opportunity amma bari in ga maka gidan radio na ne. Ina da masoya na. Kuma na taking side. In kana da kotu da zaka kai ni saurara. Idan kana da kotun da zaka kai ni sai ka yi sauri ka kai ni kuma na gamu da kai a hanya inda kana da mashin ne zaka buge ni ka yi sauri ka buge ni kuma idan a fa kuma ya zo cikin dare karfe 2 ya zo ya ce to ndace fito kuma alo ina kake
Hello, good morning this morning.
Wa alaikum salam sannun ku na kwanan ku.
lafiya lau
Kuma a faya da da baba da kuma sauran abokin aikin naku da ban ji sunan shi ba ina ku fatan alkhairi.
mun gode
To suna na Aliru Babangida ina kiran ku daga gidan Mangoro.
to alhamdulillah kai shuka ko
Ai lalle ina gona baba.
to Allah sa albarka
Da baba ni dai roƙo gare ni akwai iri na wanda ba sa jin English sosai gaskiya inda kuke hada da harshen Hausa a cikin shirin mukan ji daɗi sosai.
to alhamdulillah Allah sa da mu lafiya
da kuma jona mana gidajen rediyo na BBC da Radio Faransa din nan kima da gaskiya muna godiya sosai ba mukan ji daɗi wallahi.
to alhamdulillah
Da Allah rinka dan hadawa da Hausa akwai iri da yawan da ba sa jin Ingilishi.
insha Allah muna Hausa ai mu Hausawa ne
kuma muna son jin muryanka sosai baba.
mu Hausawa ne mu Hausawa ne
All right, thank you. By 1 o'clock, you listen again in Hausa. Yes. Mohammed Sani Shambo on the Facebook says, good morning, Badegi Radio 90.1 Major FM. Watching you live from Shambo, Rijal Local Government. Thank you. Ali says, the man with corruption case and mysteriously came out of jail is now the Senate President and also threatening the likes of Adams. Nigerian politics really sound like a secondary school staff meeting sometimes.
It's funny.
It's not funny.
It is.
Look, that is delusional incongruency. You are a criminal. You came out from jail. They pardon you. They make you Senate president. Must you even be there in the first place? Are you Trump?
Honestly, the strategic incoherence in the National Assembly is so surprising.
Yes, Umar Dazmi says politicians are not celebrities, they are public servants, so many of them have forgotten their place. While Umar Dazmi says a freshman senator should not become Senate president. The U.S. Constitution grants Congress power to pass its own rules. But we digress, nothing works in Nigeria according to best practices. When power gets to wrong hands, wrong decisions declared as truth is not funny. When their interests clash, they suddenly remember the public domain and start looking for sympathy. They create the rules to favor the retired governors club, so the cycle of power never leaves their hands.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good
My
morning
name
this morning.
is Bakadogi Budi Challenger. I'm from Fulani.
All right, welcome.
Baba, I just want to bring it to your notice. You see, IPP has done a very wonderful job in Niger. The drainage is rebuilt. If not because of this drainage is built, I mean that Diazama Kogomaku. But what did they pay me pass Baba? Baba Nkaji and Gondaji, one the drainage in the Aka building. Almost pay Daya, Shara Akaziba Achiki, Harry and Zimbabwe. It is uncalled for. Adamuna de Dubagari. I'm challenging right on the Boomer Bago. Please, you should give the server, the young Kongilan, the Eba Kongilan Kwashe Shara. You should give them the necessary equipment. The items. Not Alubalentan Governor.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Mohamed Sani Bamina says, good morning, all in the studio. Say, Baba, concerning what Pantami says about injustice to landman standing in Nigeria politically, as a man, what message is passing across on war against injustice declared by him for the words are ash. All right. Khadija Mohammed Garim YK says, good morning to you too. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Usman Paya, Baba Kubelaji.
No.
Wasalasia.
Karau.
We Bazabi as parents, governor in Niger State 2027 under flag bearer of Apugao.
Congratulations.
Ambassador Benjamin Berry.
Congratulations.
Now go to Baba.
All right.
Baba. You see, let me tell them what the day where we make for them. Only 390 days. One key the rule for the Tiffin, the country Buzua, Kasa. So, Yakamata, Siabun de Exawaka. Kagan Baba, Commander Ake, so I consensus on Niger State. Gaskiyan ba ya adalci ba opposition zai kwace ne daga gaba daya in ba sakan kuriya za a yi ba don kamar yadda mutane 313 suna son shi a ce za a kawo wani a dole cewa zabe shi kaga wannan yana kawo fada baba idan ka tuna musu yadda aka yi a lokacin shagari da awali da ya zama gwamnati haka ce ba da kogi irin cakwakiyar da ya faru a lokaci to yanzu idon talakawan ne da sun waye in ba su a so abun da zai tada hankali su yi abun da ya kamata kada in a faya ake so a yi kokari a ba a faya ticket in kuma baba ne a yadda baba ya zama shi gwamnan in kuma dari ne a yadda dari ya zama sanato in an yi haka Neja za a samu cin gaba. Baba ka duba irin ruwan da aka yi yau, iskan da aka yi ranar talata a Bidda, in ka ga irin barnan da aka yi, to kuma a ce muna da gwamnan ba abun da za a kawo nan na tallafi a taimaki mutanen da ba ne samu. Muna da gwamna kenan a zoye a gaskiya za mu sa duba. Gaskiya muna kira ga gwamnanmu. Idan kuma ana gaya mai gaskiya ko ana ba shi shawara ya ce wannan mutumin baya son shi wanda yake baka shawara shine abokinka wanda ka gan kana abun da bai kamata ba bai baka shawara ba wannan ba abokinka bane so muna kira ga gwamna ya canza ya nemi wayanda suka kafa.
All right.
So real quick, on the Facebook page we have Value Alu saying when Nigeria gets better, a lot of Nigerians need to go for therapy. Half of the population is traumatized. Yes, MK Mafia says Sani 313 Kuala Kyodong Azalumei 313 no shaking 2027 no going back. All right. Well, Usman Alabi Mohammed says that for a greater Niger State, Baba and Apaya Bile, well done. May Almighty Allah continue to guide and protect you all. Water crisis in Mina. Yes, water crisis in Mina. We are still there, and I think that is the much we can take on the program today. And until we come again, I think this is the last edition for the week. So, listeners, want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has been with us since Monday up to today. Very, very big thank you to everybody who were able to pick their call and weren't able to pick your call, or even not able to read your messages. We see you and we hear you. Thank you very much. Until next week, again, do make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Jumat Mubarak. Baba, real quick, just some seconds.
Let's meet at Nami tomorrow,
Right.
10 o'clock, for the declaration for contesting for senatorial candidature of Zone A on the platform of APC by one and only Muhammadu Mamman Nami.
Chakam.
And for me, if you want really transformation, go for people who have actually put something on ground even before coming to power, so that at least you have the doubt. I mean, you don't have any doubt that.
Why don't you come openly and say nominate Sanitary 1-3?
Okay, nominate Sanitary 1-3 because of his achievements.
Okay.
And of course, Nami have given a lot of empowerment.
And then don't forget Abu Lolo.
That's our position.
All right, thank you very much. And yes, do make sure as you are going out to pray Jumat today, dress well, don't dress in that your